Hello again, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. As you can see, like I said last time, I was going to lead off with queuing into the Sunken Temple of Qarn. You might notice that I'm a level higher than I was last episode, and that's because I went and did the Twin Adder's hunting log, and after that, I did Twin Adder levs to get company seals so I could rank up. And I ranked up twice to Serpent Sergeant 3rd class, which let me unlock the Sergeant tier of levies, and also the second rank of the Twin Adder's hunting log, which is a very good idea to do before you do Sunken Temple of Qarn, because, just like Halatali, there are enemies in this temple that are in the hunting log. So, here we go. Got a Gunbreaker, a White Mage, and a Black Mage. Woo! 553! Spicy. Wonder how long it'll take us to break 1,000. I say we break it by level 45, not sooner. Of course, that might be optimistic. Our tank seems to be following the silly to the max modus operandum. He's playing a midget, and he has slammed himself to be naked except for slippers and a diaper. Some people. And his name, look at his name. So Fungus Ooze. All this makes me think of is the tweet I saw the other day that was like, so, do you play Final Fantasy XIV or are you normal? Building is like slanted into the ground. These temple bees are actually incredibly deadly. They do a move called Final Sting, and it kills the bee, but it also it used to just straight out kill whoever it hit, but now it reduces their HP by 95% or something like that, so it's almost instant death. This Qarn Facer, it will run away. It has a treasure box on it. And if you don't kill it quickly enough, it runs away. And you meet it later in the dungeon. What's kind of funny about this dungeon is they used to have a Qarn Facer. There were 3 Qarn Facers within the dungeon. So you could get 3 treasure boxes with weapons in them. But people usually weren't good enough to kill them quickly, or didn't realize that they had, good treasure that was worthwhile. And so, because all the Qarn Facers were different, every time one showed up, it would just wind up beating on your tank and then running away. And so they changed it so that there's only one Qarn Facer, and as long as you kill it in the first pull, you'll never see it again. And this is really the first dungeon where you get some mechanics that are like, if you don't follow them to the letter, you will die. They're not particularly difficult mechanics, mind you. But, they are mechanics, nevertheless. This boss in particular, though, when 2.0 was just launched and stuff, you know, you got into the dungeon, no one had ever done it before. He killed a lot of people. But if you know when to stun him, you can prevent his doom from going off. So. But you just run over a glowing pad, and everything gets groovy. These Dungeon West ads, they also eventually do final sting. And since there are two of them, if they both get it off, then whoever they're targeting will die. Now, since we're a sergeant now, one way we'll be able to get company sealed. I don't think we can do it until we're a second class sergeant, but once we get up to second class sergeant, we'll be able to turn in ethereal gear and directly receive serpent seals. So that will be really nice. Got a bigger mantis. It's the mantis with wings. The same mantis we were fighting, or you know, some sort of monster creature type we were fighting in. Oh, that was a good job, thing. Drank a Red Bull. It's a mantis that drank a Red Bull. Now, I would have dodged Malice. It used to not only silence you, but it used to remove like 400 TP or something like that. So, like, when it happened to you, you know, if you stood in it multiple times in a row, you'd run out of TP and you wouldn't be able to attack anymore. And if you were a mage and were for some reason point blank next to it, or like a paladin or something, you wouldn't be able to cast your spells like Flash or anything. So. Fun times. This is the second part where in the original Sunken Temple of Qarn, another Qarn facer would be. But like I said, they changed it, so we're never going to see another one. Yeah, it took them a while, but they decided to... Listen, they didn't directly nerf this dungeon. Like, they didn't raise or lower any HP, attack, or defense values or anything. But they changed some telegraphs on the final boss. They did the Qarn facer thing. Tank's not hitting the soul stone for some reason. Targeted. Feign him too. Now he's probably gonna headbutt me away from him. I don't remember how it works. No, he's headbutting the white mage. Okay. So after the headbutt, he starts to do an attack called Obliterate. And he can be stunned. So you should stun that. Obliterate it hits the entire party, regardless of where you are in the room. And it deals like at least 500 damage or something like that. So like, if your healer's brand new or whatever, and like, you know, you aren't, you know, it just isn't prepared for that, and your DPS is slow or something, then he can get multiple obliterates off, and the party will die. Particularly mages. Ooh, look at those pants. Thought I got an upgrade last dungeon, but holy cow. Oh, I don't have any dye. Oh well, I'll live. I'm gonna get some rust red dye after this. Gotta keep up the aesthetic. I could really stand to have a weapon upgrade. And that's one good thing about Sunken Temple of Qarn as well, is you have two chances to get a weapon, even in this day. You can get ethereal weapon out of the Qarn facer box. At the very end of the dungeon, will always drop a weapon. So, if you're short on gil and you really don't want to spend any, or like your, you know, main storyline quests are really behind your level and you're really jonesing for that upgrade, you know, you can go through Qarn a couple times, and you'll get one eventually. Granted, there's like... Oh... I think every job except for the ones that came during Stormblood and after have a weapon that's in. Ow. Jesus Christ. That hurt. It's okay though. It's actually one of my favorite dungeons. I've got some really pleasant memories about it. A lot of people don't like it, but I mean, you get good ethereal gear out of here, and the bosses are all for the level range, for the progression through the game. The bosses are all, you know, decently challenging. It's cool looking. I mean, it's in the middle of the desert mountain range, you know. You got all these giants, you know, architecture with, reminds me of like ancient Egypt or something. Now, part of being a DPS isn't just mindlessly doing as much damage as possible, as much as people would like you to believe that. I mean, later on when you get AoE damage, yeah, I mean, pretty much. But even then, you can focus your auto attacks on a certain target and take a problem target down faster. And generally, problem targets are things that are going to either hit the tank really hard, inflict a debuff, or, you know, anything along those lines. And it's my belief that DPS should take out problem targets as quickly as possible. Which, sometimes though, you know, you just get a full, well actually a lot of times though, either the what's intended to be the problem target doesn't offer as much of a problem as it should, so it doesn't matter. Or everything in the pool is a problem, so you know, you just have to kill everything anyway. Let's see if he does it right. Burn. Okay, yeah, he's got it. He's got it. Knowledge. Yay, he did it. If you don't do that right, 3 monsters appear, and then dicks. No, you don't get the treasure cove. The boss door will still open up after you kill the monsters that appear, but you don't get this little treasure cove where you get a belt or a shield, or, you know, basically an ethereal item and some items that can be turned into better stuff if you're a crafter. Adjudicator. Looks like a statue of King Tut, although he's kind of tubby. This tank is after my own heart. The way that he's positioned this means he's going to take care of the ad, which is beautiful. One story I have about this boss is that basically, before they change the telegraphs that are going to come from the laser poles there, a lot of people had problems with this boss because the telegraphs were really, really narrow, and so the actual damage of the ray was going to be, you know, wider and actually hit you, or more likely to hit you, was a time I got this dungeon, and I made a friend by... Basically, I was the tank, and the healer that was with me was the friend I made. And basically what happened was, the two DPS in our party, they just couldn't dodge anything, and they got killed. Despite the healer's best efforts. So then me and the healer decided, you know, we don't need to die just to, you know, help these DPS out. So we just duoed this boss together. And at the time, it made me feel really, you know, skillful and powerful, and I made a friend. Like, his name was, at the time, was Arlette Acabelia or something like that. And he's changed it since then, and I don't remember if he's still a cat girl or not, but it was time that made me feel really good. Kokaroon's Nest Picker, huh? That's a bow. Okay. Calm the tank. The healer left. Now I'm gonna go back and get map completion. Instead of having locked doors, I mean, I guess you could say they're locked, but instead of having keys, the doors back here can be opened by placing... Oh, I might not be able to open them now, actually. So I don't have the flames. Yeah, I can't get the things off the pedestal. Well, I can open, you know, I can open at least the other ones to show you how it goes. And I could technically try to open them, but I would probably die fighting the monsters that spawn from using the wrong key. You notice there's a helmet picture there. I've got the Helm of Might. Ta-da! And the sad thing is they didn't put ethereal chests in these, and I think that was a mistake. You either get, you know, some garbage potions or ethers or whatever, or like brittle, you know, like sword or something. Same thing over here, you know, use the Gem of Affluence. Bada bing, bada boom. Ooh boy, hi ether. Honestly though, since they did the flat MP change to where every class that uses MP has 10,000 MP, oh no, deadly present. Yeah. I am so boned. Man, I am like really boned. I think I'll kill one of them before I... see if I can kite them a bit. Because I will totally kite these assholes and try to get that door open. I want map completion, damn it. Come on. Alright. Oh, when Bloodbath comes back up, I'll engage them properly. Or at least, no, when Sprint comes back up, I'll engage them properly. Because then I can run away again once I start getting my butt beat. Now, if you use the Flame of Magic and the Fruit of Knowledge to open these side doors, you can still put them on the pedestal later. The side doors, they don't take the things from you, so you know that's the wonderful thing. damage against me. Ouch. Dungeon monsters hurt. Oh god. Woo! It'd probably be a lot easier if I was wearing some better, you know, like some, if everything I had was level 35, 36. Just one more door to open. As before, I'll want to wait until I have Bloodbath so that I don't instantly die. And there'll be kiting required and all that nonsense. Run away! Not too far away though. It'll be within piercing talon range. Now see, if I was a range job, kiting these things would be a lot, and killing them would be a lot easier. But I don't roll with Bard. The player base, they loved Bard way too much early on, because in 1.0, melee jobs kind of got the shaft. I mean, they were still usable, like, they still, you know, they still had things they could do, and it's just, you know, you needed a healer for them because they were going to take hits. And also, you know, just like, dodging back then was like clunkier, I think. I've only heard stories, so it's not first-hand information, unfortunately. But, ow! Ow! Jeez. Alright, let's do this! I take your bullets! Whew! The things I do for map completion. It would have been way easier to kill if I had a level 35 spear from the dungeon. Alright, let's get on out of here. Let's vamonos. We spent about 30 minutes of the recording in here. Which is okay. That's going to be the main meat of this video. Later on, down the line, the main storyline will ask us to do this dungeon again. And that's because so many people weren't getting it done for their Grand Company ranks, when Grand Company ranks were mandatory, that Square was like, alright, you guys that have gotten past it already, go back and help the newbies. So, there's that. Alrighty then. see. We've unlocked quite a bit more guild hests, and we might as well do them to get money, mainly. You know, we're steadily saving up money. You can see I've got over 100,000 gil now, just from quest rewards, and that's without selling all the stuff that I could have been selling. So we're doing pretty well on money, but we want to keep saving it up because we'll need to actually buy gear upgrades at like 50, just to keep motion going whenever we, excuse me, get up there. While we wait on this guild host queue, I guess we can go back on to Lower Las Nocia and see if this chucklehead that wants us to kill some rats is actually what he says he is. His toll is not certain, and neither am I. He seems like a goofball. I actually meant to teleport to La Nocia itself, because it's slightly closer to just zone out of upper, or Lominsan, I mean, upper Lominsan than it is to teleport to Morby Dry Docks, but oh well. That's what I get for not paying attention and yakking. At least we got enhanced mount speed. Also, if you're wondering about my rank, Serpent Sergeant 3rd class. I did that by completing the rank 1 of the hunting log. And that took about 10 minutes. And then that wasn't enough seals to rank up that many times. So I did levy quests. Which you can look at over here. Under, let's see, company levies. I did all of these. And I did them multiple times. I had about 40 allowances. So I did 40 levy quests. They took about 2 minutes apiece. So, you know, it's a little less than that, like 1 to 2 minutes, depending on which levy quest it was. So that took about an hour. So I spent a little over an hour getting my rank up, and it's well worth it. I thought about including it into the Let's Play, but I figured, no, it basically classifies as busy work. And so, you know, I just thought I'd explain it after the fact, because, you know, it's like, you've seen me do a levy quest before. You know, you just talk to the levy meet, and they or levy met, and they tell you where to go. You open your journal and do the fandango. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening. Me. Oh, I guess I glossed over it, but from the levies I also got ethereal gloves and belt upgrade. Because when you do levies, you'll sometimes get silver chests just that randomly spawn in the levy area, and they're usually chock full of a random piece of ethereal gear. Like, I got these gloves and this belt, and then I also got these earrings, but you know, they're obviously not as good as Alamegan earrings, so there's that. What? You still asking how we beat Titus? I don't know, Venture. It was a pretty risky strategy, the kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. To face the fat bastard. Well, you got one thing right. Slay a Goobu, huh? Why does this surveying take so long? Whoa, he's a absolute unit. It's okay though. Doesn't have that much HP really. Took forever and a day. I did it in less than a minute, dude. Lominsan way, huh? Trachtoum. Trachtoum, you in here drinking again? If you are, that Gooba had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You had me a word on that. Cleave the beast skull into with me trusty axe, I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend say if I ask him? He'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true, was it Trachtoum who slew the Gooba, or was it you? Well, considering it's full of lance holes. Titus? Titus? Who in the seven hells is Titus? Some primal you fought in a drink-sodden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody half-wit. That's the biggest load of Shahagan shite I ever heard. Both of you outside will learn the truth the Lominsan way. Trachtoum, if you didn't slay that Gooba, you may consider your contract revoked. Got anything interesting to say? Nope. Just singing to himself. Oh, it's gonna tell me I'm queued for the duty finder. Proceed! Destroy the large boulder. Hey, mine's bigger. First man to smash this boulder will be judged the Gooba Slayer. And don't even think about trying to kill me, that's cheating. Who picked these boulders? They're nothing alike. Ah, hell's with it. Let the contest begin. Hey, I dodged his paralysis. I don't think I've ever seen myself dodge that. Wouldn't it be great if his like Reeve attack that he just did actually helped to hurt my boulder? Alright, I admit it. I lied about being in the company of heroes, but I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned my lesson, honest I have. Save your blubbering, Trachtoum. Gods, I should have known. Mercy, please, I don't want to deceive you, I swear, it's just I keep getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work, and I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was a captain in the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them, but you wouldn't believe me, so look, his name was Whiskiat, or Wastegate? Whiskiat? Yeah. Alright, Wastegate. I'm gonna call him Whiskiat, cause I don't know. I'm dumb, and I like him being related to whiskey. Titus again. Alright. Look how juicy map EXP has gotten. It's like we got another Garlean Castrum up in the north here. My chocobo feels like it's been slowed. Oh, this looks like a groovy little beach place, huh? Oh, he's a whole head taller than me. Cannot see the target. The fuck are you talking about? Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Lominsan are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes, then, just like in the tales? Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours. My associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. He is blessed with a power that protects him from primal influence. Thus was he able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks, and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter the Titan's lair. Pray be good so as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A man who can't be tempered, useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory is bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. We defeated him in the end, but he took some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Lominsan to the wrath of Titan. You were passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserve better than the greeting I gave you, but I will not send you into Ogamoro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gigiruju's estate. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, man, have you heard nothing I said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogamoro. Though it pains me to admit, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake the task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray do whatever the captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Lominsan hangs in the balance. Alright. Well. What kind of tasks is this actual company of heroes Rogan gonna have us do? Suppose we'll find out next time, because we're pretty much out of time. I gotta get ready for work, and well, there's not really much left time on the recording either. So thanks for watching if you did. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day, and stay safe.